Okay, it's time for some piano friends. Hey, welcome. I'm excited today because our patron only Learn With Me lesson for this month is Mad World. And if you're familiar with this song, you probably know it. Originally written by Tears for Fears, and then it was made famous again in the early 2000s by Gary Jules. Because it was in the very, very interesting and dark and iconic film Donnie Darko. So you may know that song from that film, okay? But before we get started, let's talk about a few things. If you don't mind liking this video, you know that's going to help me reach more learners across the globe. And also, it just tells me that you like the lessons that I'm putting out for my patrons. Also, if you haven't taken the time to subscribe, I think it's probably a good thing to do that now. You're right here on YouTube. You can hit that button very quickly, okay? Thank you. And then don't forget to join Discord, okay? I have, let's see, we're just over 100 patrons, but I think I only have about half of you on Discord, and it would be lovely to have all of you on Discord where I can interact with you and check to see how you're doing with your music. And if you have any questions or any concerns about some part of your music that you're learning, I'm available for you there. So I'd love to see you on Discord, okay? The invitation is also located in the description of this video, okay? Thanks so much. All right, well, let's get started. I'm gonna put this up there because this is a Patreon exclusive. So fancy with this like purple bar. All right, well, if you haven't done so, go ahead and print out your music. The download link is located again in the description of this video. You can get your music printed. I like to put them in file folders because it makes it easy to remember and find again. I write the name here on the tab. It's really easy to find. Okay. So, looking here at this beautiful song, it is actually quite accessible for late beginners, which is a pretty cool thing. The only thing that makes it a really tricky thing is the key, okay? The key itself, it begins in an F minor, okay? You see that there's 3 flats in the key signature at the very beginning. We see a B flat, an E flat, and an A flat, okay? The opening chord doesn't necessarily match that, but, uh-oh, we're frozen. Why are we frozen? Oh, there it goes. Oh my gosh. Can you still see me? Okay, let's try that again. We have 3 flats, B flat, A flat, and E flat in our key signature. The opening chord, though, is in F minor. So we will make sure that we are in position for that, okay? We're in 4/4 time, and it's actually divided up fairly easily in the left hand as we're playing a quarter note pattern. There's no syncopation in the left hand, so that's a good thing, okay? Let's begin by learning the left hand, okay? Let's do it together. All right, hopefully I don't freeze again. We'll see. All right, there we are. There's piano view. Lovely, lovely. Now at the very beginning, like I said, we're going to go over the first page. This is measures 1 through 20 and see if we can find a pattern for the left hand. I see that my very first note, bass clef, is a pinky, and I'm going to have it on my F below middle C. Okay. Now because we have an A flat in the key signature, our finger 3 is going to be on an A flat, okay? Let's see how this pattern goes, okay? I will say the very first note of each pair, okay? You'll see how those fluctuate per measure, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. F, down to B flat, back to F, up to high B flat, line 2, F, now to A flat, there we go, down to E flat, down to B flat, to A flat, down to E flat, down to B flat. Very good. Line 4, F, up to A flat, then E flat, down to B flat, then F, final line, up to A flat, down to E flat. We have a block chord, D, F, B flat. And that is the end of the first line. Okay, that's pretty good. Everybody's doing pretty well here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back here. I'm getting a little notification that says I'm getting a little laggy, but that's okay. So you may have noticed there's a pattern there, right? There's a pattern repeating itself once we get to our measure 5, beginning of line 2. F, then A flat, E flat, B flat. And we follow this pattern through all of those lines, right? Line 2, 3, 4, and 5. So once you know the pattern in your left hand, you can play the first page. That's pretty good. So great job on that. Let's see now if we can take a peek of the right hand of this first page now, okay? Let's switch back to piano view and see if we can figure it out. Okay. Here we go. All right. So looking here, this is a little different. We are not starting on an F. We're actually one space above the bottom space of the treble staff. So that's putting me on an A. But since we have a flat in the key signature, an A flat, we're going to flat that A here. Okay? So I'm beginning sort of in an F position with my thumb on F, and I have my finger 3 on that A flat. Okay? Now this is going to be an interesting 8th note pattern while it corresponds to the quarter notes in the left hand. Okay? Remember, 2 8th notes equals 1 quarter note. Okay? Once we get into the third measure, there's a bit of syncopation, which means that some of those notes are going to come in on an offbeat or be held a little bit longer, okay? Let me see if I can do this picture in picture. Woo, there I am, hello. So let's see if we can get that done, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. A flat C, G, A flat F, G, E flat D. Rest, rest, rest. 8th rest. A flat hold, C, G, A flat F, G, A flat B flat hold. 2, 3, and 4. Now line 2, rest. F, F, A flat, F, C, C, hold, C, hold, A flat, rest. B flat, hold, B flat, hold, G, rest. B flat, hold, B flat, hold, A flat, G, F, rest. A flat, C, hold, hold, rest. B flat, hold, rest, hold, hold, rest, rest, hold, hold, rest, hold, hold, rest, hold, hold. Last line, rest. Hold. hold, hold. And there you go. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm starting to hear the little bits of the song. Let me switch over here. Let's see. Very nice. I like my new feature, right? This is the perks of being a pro member of my software here. So thanks to you guys, I was able to upgrade. So looking here, I noticed a really great repetitive pattern here, right? We're sort of living in that F minor, but every now and then we have some really interesting accidentals that are in there, right? The flats, it really makes it come together. Rest, right? Yes. Now I really love the syncopation in here. It gives it a little bit more feeling to it. Hold. Hold and hold. Yeah. Hold, hold. Yeah, it's so cool. I love those parts in there. Just it makes it that much more impactful in your playing. So that is the first page, a right hand only now, okay? Now, just to come clean, at line 4, measure 13, I added an extra eighth note, so I came in early, okay? So instead of doing a single F eighth note in measure 13, I added an extra. So be aware of your counting to come in at the correct time, okay? Sometimes mistakes like that happen when my counting gets off, but that's a normal thing, okay? I'm learning this along with you, so mistakes happen, and that's okay. They will happen to you too. Be okay with it, all right? Wonderful. I'm so excited. Okay, let's move on to page 2. Okay, now measure 21 through 36 is page 2, okay? You'll notice that page 1 is the verse, okay? All around me are familiar faces, worn out faces, worn out places. Yeah, it's a great song. It's wonderful. I actually sang it with my a cappella group over the summer, last summer, and it was so good. I had a great time doing that. I might even link it in the bottom of this video so you can watch it. It's so good. I had a little solo. But now at measure 21 on page 2, we are going into the chorus, okay? It's kind of funny, you think it's kind of sad. Na 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 na. Anyway, I forgot the words. Listen to me. Anyway, at 21, you'll notice here the pattern, okay? We're looking again now at the left hand. We are in an F again, and I see here F, then it goes up to B flat, down to F, up to B flat again. So if you remember these chords from page 1, this is a piece of cake for you, okay? Let's see if we can play all of page 2, left hand only, and I'll give you some select notes to listen for, okay? Let's do it. All right, let's see here. Very good. I like this picture-in-picture. I'm getting better at flipping it too. Okay, starting at the top of measure 21, this is page 2. I am in my position again with my finger 3 on my A flat. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. F, up to B flat, back to F, back to B flat, line 2, F, back to B flat. Isn't it nice that we know the pattern? F. Okay, line 3 is a block chord on B flat. 2, 3, 4, F. Low B flat. Back to F. Back to low B flat. Very good. Let's keep going. F, this is the ending. back to high B flat, then to F, then we have a 6 with a D and a B flat, and that's the end of the song. It's pretty remarkable how it ends like that. It's very beautiful. Now, thinking here, let's take a look. You notice that once we got to line 3 of page 2, also measure 28, that B flat pattern, instead of being melodic or a broken chord, they made it a block chord. Okay, so mark that in your music. Okay, you'll also notice on the final line after measure 32, there's a repeat sign. Okay, so if you're looking very carefully at this repeat sign, you want to make sure you know where it's going. You're probably like, well, what? There's a repeat sign, but where is it going? Let's look at our music and find out, right? So there's the repeat sign at the end of 32. Now I'm looking back in the music, and there it is. At measure 5 on page 1, there's the other end of that repeat sign. It's kind of like the bouncy balls bouncing between these two repeat signs. You're going to go back and do that verse 2, right? Oh my gosh, I'm frozen again. No! Oh, there he goes. Oh. Well, this isn't the highest quality I was hoping for today, but at least it's just me freezing in funny positions and not while I'm playing, because that would not be good. We can live with it, okay? So we'll be going back to measure 5 and doing that repeat there, okay? As we get to the end of page 2 again, that is when you do the ending, okay? Now, we're going to do page 2 again, but this time we're going to learn the right hand notes, okay? Now, the right hand notes are fairly consistent in the chorus here. There's some interesting tied notes that we need to be aware of once we encounter line 3, okay? Let's switch to piano view and we'll get it done. All right, let's see. Very good. Nice. Okay, so starting at 21, our right hand again is going to be up here with our thumb on F. And I'm actually going to be putting my finger 2 on this A flat instead, because I've already taken a preview and I saw that my pinky D is going to be utilized. So I have this really interesting position here, okay? You see finger 1 on F, 2 on A flat, 3 on B flat, 4 on C, and 5 on D, okay? Take a screenshot of that if you need to, okay? All right, this is starting at 21. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. F, A flat, C, D, B flat, rest. D, B flat, F, rest. A flat, C, D, B. Rest, rest. Rest. F. Third. You see how I did it with my thumb? A flat. Yeah, it's interesting because I have this 6th, but I'm playing with a 1 and a 3, okay? Just to feel good about it, I'm going to start again, right hand only at measure 28, and I'm going to slow it down. So you can see what I do with those interesting notes that I'm holding on the top part of our harmonic intervals, so you can see it, okay? Let's try it again. 1, 2, and 3, and go, and two, 3, rest. There you going to pretend we did the repeat. We're going to continue and do the ending. C, A flat. Very good. Rest. 2, 2. A flat, F, hold. Very good. And there's the end. Yeah. It's interesting to have an ending like that. It really, really is, because that means that you have a lot of room for interpretation here at the end of this song, okay? Now, I'm really excited to try page 2, hands together now, since we did that already for page 1, all right? Once I've played page 2, hands together, I will see and explain to you how we can make this more complicated and a little bit simpler, okay? That way it's accessible for everybody. Let's do page 2, hands together. All right. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. It's so nice. It's such a great song. Very much so. So take a look at this. Let's see. Okay. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, you know I'm annoyed because I keep mentioning it. And I'm frozen. Earth to Izzy. Earth to Izzy. I'm still frozen. I hope you see me wiggling. Oh, there it is. Woo! I'm back. Okay, so looking here, that was pretty good for that second page, okay? But now I want to see if we can complicate this a little bit, okay? For those students who are intermediate level to late intermediate, maybe early advanced, they want to play something a little bit more interesting, we're going to do some interesting, cool stuff here, okay? So on page 1, we are going to add some octaves, okay, at select places. We can also add some beautiful octaves to the chorus. On the repeat, we can play an octave higher, and then at the ending, we'll add an interesting and beautiful chord to end it, okay? This is what we'll do for the more complicated version. Now for the simplified version, we're going to take the root of each chord we play in the left hand, and we're just going to play that one note, okay? It's going to sound quite interesting, okay? All right, first things first, let's see if we can play a little bit of this in a more flourishing intermediate level type of a song, okay? Follow along if you can and add some extra flair if you feel like you want to do the same, okay? Let's try this from the beginning. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, so with that ending, you'll notice I'll play very quickly that A flat, the ending, F quickly, then I jump my hands down, octave B flat, and my right hand will play that sixth. Isn't that nice? It's so, so nice. Definitely. Oh, I'm frozen. Okay, let me play that again. Here it is. Take a screenshot. There it is. I'm so sorry that this is freezing so much. This is very frustrating. Okay, let me try that again. The ending. Okay, good. Now that we got that clear, that's pretty good. Now, I'm going to go through it again, okay? But this is going to be the simplified version. I'll do some changes in there, you'll notice, but it's mainly going to be rooted in the left hand. I'm going to stick to that root of every chord. You may notice I might throw in an extra fifth every now and then, but if you're following in your music, you'll notice exactly what I'm doing to make this something doable for a beginner, okay? As long as you've got your flats, you're good to go, okay? Let's try it. Okay, beginner version, here we go, from the beginning. 1, 2, ready, play. beginners. The beginner ending will stay as written, so that way it doesn't complicate it more than it needs to be, okay? All right, so we learned Mad World, okay? One of my favorite songs ever. It's just very, very deep and meaningful to me. It is a beautiful piece. We played it as written. We also played it with more flair to make it a more intermediate level piece. And then we simplified it. We made it a more beginner level piece, okay? I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're able to find a little happy medium there for this beautiful piece. And I would love to hear you play it, okay? Make sure to join Discord, right? Let me drop this on there. Yes, please join Discord so I can hear you play. We have a patrons only channel. We will also be adding an entire patrons only section because I just want to start really building out this community for you. You are the ones who have made that commitment to me, so I'm deeply, deeply appreciative to you. And it wouldn't be possible without you guys and your support, so thank you. Yeah, so Mad World, there it is. Beautiful song. Have fun learning it, okay? And if you need any help from me, you know where to find me, okay? Thank you so much. I will see you all next month. Sending all my love. Happy practicing. Bye.